ever pondered why understanding the termination of contracts is crucial in the business world? Well, it's pivotal to grasp that sometimes ending a contract can be the only viable solution to a fundamental breach. Philip Harris, a renowned expert in the field, has shed some light on this complex matter. Consider the case of a construction company, let's call it BuildCo, which undertook a project under a JCT contract. The client, unhappy with the progress, decided to terminate the contract due to perceived repeated breaches. However, the client didn't meticulously adhere to the contractual time limits for serving termination notices. This oversight led to a wrongful termination claim by BuildCo. Harris points out that such situations underline the importance of understanding the process and implications of contract termination. He emphasizes that claiming damages for a breach of contract can sometimes be insufficient, especially when the breach is fundamental and undermines the roots of the contract. In the context of JCT contracts, termination can provide significant advantages for the terminating party. However, it's not without risk. If done incorrectly, it can backfire, turning the terminating party into the wrongdoer and exposing them to termination. Harris highlights that common law recognizes several grounds for termination, such as severe breaches, protracted breaches, and breaches indicating an intention not to be bound by the contract. JCT contracts, on the other hand, have specific provisions for termination. These include the right to remove the contractor from the site and the requirement to assign benefits of agreements. One of the key takeaways from Harris's insights is the importance of strict adherence to the contractual time limits when serving termination notices. The courts insist on this, and failing to comply can lead to wrongful termination, as seen in BuildCo's case. In JCT contracts, both the employer and the contractor have specific grounds and procedures for termination. These include the option for repeated defaults to serve subsequent termination notices. Voiceover. Now let's shift our focus to a real-life example. The case of Hong Kong Fur Shipping Company Limited v. Kawasaki Kisen Kaisha Limited is a landmark case in contract law. This case revolved around a dispute over a charter party agreement where the ship was found to be unseaworthy for a significant period of the charter. As a result, Kawasaki terminated the contract, citing the ship's unseaworthiness as a breach of condition. However, the court ruled in favor of Hong Kong Fur, stating that the breach was not of a condition but of an innominate term. The court's decision established that not every breach of a term gives the innocent party the right to terminate the contract. The severity of the breach and its impact on the contract must be considered. This case established the concept of innominate terms, which has had a profound impact on contract termination. It underscores the complexity of contract termination and the importance of understanding not only the contract's terms but also their classification and implications. Voiceover. Let's dive into another significant case, Antaios Compania Naviera S.A.V. Salin Rederierna AB, which further illuminates the intricacies of contract termination. This case involved a charter party agreement similar to our previous case. However, here the charterer, Salin Rederierna AB, failed to pay hire charges, leading the shipowner, Antaios Compania Naviera S.A., to terminate the contract. The court ruled in favor of Antaios, asserting that Salin's failure to pay the hire charges constituted a repudiatory breach of the contract, giving Antaios the right to terminate. This decision significantly underscores the right to terminate a contract in the event of a repudiatory breach, which is a breach so serious that it entitles the innocent party to terminate the contract and to sue for damages. This case highlighted the importance of the right to terminate a contract in the event of a repudiatory breach. It shows us that understanding the nature of the breach and its implications is crucial in deciding whether termination is the right course of action. This, along with our previous case study, provides a comprehensive understanding of the complexities surrounding contract termination. To sum up, understanding contract termination is crucial in business. It's about knowing when to terminate, how to do it correctly, and understanding the potential implications. Harris's insights stress the importance of adhering to contractual time limits, understanding the grounds for termination, and the risks of wrongful termination. As the case of BuildCo illustrates, not grasping these aspects can lead to contentious situations and legal complications. So, the next time you find yourself dealing with a contract, remember Philip Harris's insights. Termination isn't just an end, it's a strategy that requires careful thought, meticulous execution, and a deep understanding of the contract's terms.